Welcome to episode 79 of Tools in the Hall. Not a ton of stuff to show you today because this is a small restocking order, but I wanted to show you a few of these things because there was some conversation about one of them in a previous video, and I have some other things that I don't think I've shown you before. So I wanted to start out with this Gearwrench heavy-duty strap oil filter wrench. It has on the handle a 3/8 and a 1/2 inch drive hole, and this may be the same one that one of my viewers, Mark Peterson 6836, was talking about when he said in one of his previous comments that the Gearwrench band oil filter wrench that used a 1/2 inch ratchet as the handle the best I've ever seen for heavy duty work. Now he may be talking about the ones that have the wide metal bands and the 1/2 inch square drive hole. If that's the case, Mark, I have sold those a long time ago, but they don't move nearly as well as something like this. So I moved to these because these sell all the time, but the ones that are the metal banded ones don't sell nearly as often, especially because they don't have the adjustment capability that this one does. So unless there's a guy who needs that particular one for that particular sized filter, more people are inclined to buy these. But I do agree with you, if those are the ones you're referring to, those are excellent as well. They're built to last a long, long time. Now, this one has a nylon webbing on it that acts as the wrench part, and then this is an all metal handle portion down here. Lifetime warranty on everything here, so if the strap breaks or you have a problem with the metal handle, it's all covered. Next we have a 5-volt adapter for a power probe. This is the step-down adapter that allows you to put out 5 volts when you want to inject power, and that's to prevent you from frying the computer subsystems in a car. The power probe by itself will put out 12 volts of power, but if you have to start testing the subsystems, you need this so that you put out 5 volts. You simply remove the probe from the unit, insert the adapter, and then put the probe on the front of the adapter, and just like magic, you're putting out 5 volts. So it's a necessary accoutrement to have if you're using a power probe with any regularity and need to test the low voltage computer subsystems. From Coast, this is their HP3R penlight. This is the newer version. They've had this light out for many years, and they upgraded their version, and they made 2 significant improvements. One of them is they put a bite ring on it. You can just pull that off. This is a rubber bite ring to hold it in your teeth. Just use a headlamp. But this is still old school, and there are guys who will still use a bite ring. But the nicer thing about this is that it has a USB-C charging port where the other ones have a, was it mini or micro USB? I forget which is the newer of the two, the one that came up before the C. The older versions have that, and this one has the better charging port. So I'm replacing one under warranty for a guy. The only one I had on the truck had the charging port he doesn't like, so I'm getting this one for him. The cool thing about Coast lights, you know you've heard me say what they are before, but if this is the first tool haul you've seen, first of all, welcome. But second of all, you're going to hear me go on and on about how much I like Coast for a couple of reasons. One of them is they hold 2 patents on most of their lights. One is that they have a focusing beam. On this particular light, you turn this barrel and you focus the beam from a spot to a flood. And the other great thing that they have is that their lights are dual power, which means you can plug in the rechargeable power pack this comes with or swap it out for 2 AAA batteries and run it that way. So the cool thing is you always have a power source for this. You don't have to tie it up on the charger while waiting for it to recharge. They also carry a lifetime warranty. And the nicest thing about the warranty is their fulfillment process. If you have a broken Coast light, I simply give you a new one and you hand me a broken one. Unlike a company like Streamlight, which also has a lifetime warranty, we have to send their lights into Streamlight, and Streamlight will repair or replace at their discretion. And that is time that it keeps the light out of your hands, and it's a cost for me while I pay for shipping. So let's avoid the time for you and the cost for me and get you a light that we can more easily replace. The only thing I don't like about these particular lights is they're not cheap. And I wish they would come down a bit in price, but it is what it is, as they say. And if you want something that's particularly good, you're going to wind up paying a lot of money for it. But I don't normally stock these because their price is kind of high. So I am more inclined to stock Coast's other flashlights, like their XP series lights or their headlamps, because I'm huge fans of those, and they have a really good pair of work lights, both a smaller and larger version, that also carry a lifetime warranty. And those are among the very few, if not only, work lights I know that have a lifetime warranty. Every other brand I know of has a 1 year on theirs. So that's why I choose to put Coast on the truck. I'm going to show you 2 screwdriver sets. This is the 20-piece master set from Gearwrench. It has an entire array of Phillips slotted and micro drive and stubby screwdrivers for all your everyday work. This is the only set you're going to need unless you need some specialty drivers. This kit right here has everything in there that you need to start earning some money in the shop, or if you want this at home, you'll never want for another kind of screwdriver. This has everything. Lifetime warranty on all the ones that are in here. And they have a couple of nice features. It's kind of hard to see in the package, but they have a hex bolster at the base of the handle, and that is for attaching a wrench to it. So if you need to turn it with higher torque, you can do that. And they have a nice comfort grip handle. So I like these a lot because as far as 20-piece sets go, they're one of the least expensive ones, and they carry a lifetime warranty. So you don't have to spend the kind of money that you'd spend on, say, Snap-on, Macco, or Cornwell for their screwdrivers, and you get the lifetime warranty in addition to that. So a lot of times with the other tool trucks, the added expense is because there's a lifetime warranty. And while that is true for a lot of brands, the fact is you don't have to pay all the other money to the other tool truck brands to get an equally good quality screwdriver set. Now, as far as an 8-piece set goes, I have the Sonx set, and this is going to be a new regular addition to the truck. Why do I have this 8-piece set from Sonx, yet the 20-piece from Gearwrench? Doesn't Gearwrench make an 8-piece set? They do. And doesn't Sonx make a 20-piece set? Yes, they do. But for this, I go by price, because the 8-piece Sonx set costs less than the 8-piece Gearwrench set, and the 20-piece Gearwrench set costs less than the 20-piece Sonx set. To me, I am brand agnostic. It doesn't matter to me what brand goes on the truck as long as they meet a few criteria. One is they have to be very good quality. They have to be pro grade and put up with the rigors that you're going to use them in a shop every day, day in, day out. And Gearwrench and Sonx both fit the bill. Also, both brands carry lifetime warranties on their hardline tools. Great. And the third criteria that I look at is how easy are warranty fulfillments if and when you break one. Very easy for both brands equally, because I buy these through a distributor and I can just take your broken ones and send them back to my distributor and I get credit for it on the back end. But in the meantime, I can just hand you a new one and you're good to go and we're square. So when it comes to all other things being equal, I look at price, and I'd rather put the less expensive 8-piece Sonx on the truck and the less expensive 20-piece Gearwrench on the truck. And it's cool too to have a variety of brands that you can show to people. And that's one of the advantages I have as being an independent tool dealer, is that I'm not bound to a brand like the franchise tool trucks are. From KTool, this is their slide hammer set. This is a big ornery box, so I'm going to bring up a picture to show you a better image of what's inside. The kit contains a 5-pound slide hammer puller, and it has 10-way internal or external attachments for a number of different pulling applications. You can set up the jaws for 2- or 3-way pulling with 2 3/8 inch jaws, 3 1/4 inch jaws, and 6 1/2 inch jaws. It has an adapter for a locking plier set like you would find in Milwaukee or Vice Grip. So you can thread that in and use it to grab something while you're pulling it. And it has some thread adapters too, a rear axle pulling attachment, front hub puller assembly, and a dent puller and puller hook attachment too. And everything comes in the case. Very easy and convenient to store. It's a little heavy, so eat your Wheaties in the morning before you use it. And like everything else from KTool's hardline tool lineup, has lifetime warranties on everything in there, so it's very easy to replace. If you're not familiar with KTool, they are a private label brand that is owned by my largest distributor, and they find manufacturers that make certain tools that they're interested in carrying, and they have them branded for themselves. That way they can buy in a larger volume and afford to sell for less. And this slide puller hammer set is going for what? $243.49. So compare that to other tool trucks, and you'll find that the KTool brand is rather competitive when it comes to Snap-on and Mako especially, and because I use these guys as my distributor, I can get better pricing on these than you'll find in a lot of other trucks. So I hope you enjoyed this very short, but hopefully informative and educational tool haul. I got a bunch of new things coming on the line, so I'd like you to keep watching the channel. We're gonna do some air tool repair videos. I have a Snap-on 3/4 inch pneumatic impact gun I'm gonna be digging into. I also just took in a really cool 25 caliber pistol for cleaning, because if you don't know, I am a licensed FFL in the state of Texas, and I offer, in addition to sales, gun smithing and gun cleaning services. So I'm going to put that one on the bench, discover how to take it apart, because I've never messed with one of these before, and it has an interesting problem that I haven't dug into yet, but I hope it gets solved by a good cleaning. If not, we're going to discover that together. Of course, we have more tools in the haul videos, and with the end of the month coming up, we're going to be doing a new flyer drop video for Q3 of 2024. That covers July, August, and September. So do me a favor, click down here now to subscribe so you don't miss any of it. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, use a tool. Don't be one.